take her for a test drive. See if I got them wheels any more solid or smoother than they were. That's a pretty good look too. You know, I can change my mind if I decide I want to put this on. It's got it's possible. I don't know. I wonder if they make a gas cap extender, a gas pipe extender for a tank like this. Like if there's a way to I guess the best way to do it is just put it on there and look at it, but I like the car with the fenders on it, so I like it with that on it too. It's different, but it's okay, different, you know, different in a good way. I like it with the holes drilled in the frame rails across the back. That's a very cool old style hot rod-ish thing there, and that came from the factory that way, I'm guessing, on these early Studebakers. They used to do that to make it lighter. They would drill holes in the metal. You see that on airplanes. If you look at some old World War II fighter planes, you'll see a lot of places where they got holes drilled in the metal to make them lighter. Oh, the joy. Okay, I'm going to teach you stuff that you'll probably never need to know, but when I grew up, we did need to know. And we're going to talk about wheels that vibrate. Now, this wheel, I checked it for roundness by turning it, and I lay down, close one eye, rest my head on a pillow, and watch where this needle is in relationship to the tire. And as I'm doing that, I'm turning the wheel. And I can't see that it's out of round, but right there. Did you see that? So I'm going to do that again. I'm going to turn it one way, and when I let go, it's going to turn the other way. You see it turning the other way? It ain't much, but it's doing it. So what that means is that that tire is out of balance. What that means is that there's going to be more weight somewhere on this tire than somewhere else. I'm going to do it again because I don't want it to just be my eyes deceiving me. It looks to me like it turned backwards a little bit. Is that just my old man eyes? It may just be my old man eyes, but it looks to me like, I'm going to do it one more time. It looked to me like that turned backwards just a little bit when it stopped. Now that noise you hear is the brake pads are touching the brake. I want to say drums, but they're not drums on disc brakes. They're touching the brake disc. That's what's causing that noise. This tire is not very good, and I've been thinking I ought to replace it anyway because it's got a good bit of wear on it, and I ought to put new tires on it. I suppose I could take them down and have them balance it, but I could just, I don't know. I'm going to wind up putting new tires on the front of this pretty soon. It don't look that bad from here. I think you're supposed to be able to stick a penny on there and see the top of Lincoln's head or something like that. I ain't got a penny on me, but let's look at that one and look at the other side over here. As far as centered, it's centered good. See with these little wear bars? When these little wear bars start getting close to the top, it means you need to start thinking about getting a new tire. That's not completely up to the top, but it's getting there. That might be worth. The guy at the store is pretty good about balancing them. He don't charge me much, but even when he does, he don't charge me much. So Did I just say that? Yeah, I think I did. All right, I think I'm gonna call it a day. It's about quitting time, and I'll come back tomorrow and we'll put that new gas tank on here, and then we will think about what to do about whether or not to put that cover on the back. Well, when I get the new tank on the back, we'll get to see how it looks. I mean, it might look really cool. Big shiny new tank sitting there showing. Might look really cool. We'll see.